Secret Invasion, when it started off, the first couple episodes, people were not interested in it. They didn't tune in. One of the worst rated audience-wise of anything that Marvel's done on the Disney Plus streaming service. But people thought it's just going to be another Disney Plus series that comes and goes and nothing important's going to happen until that finale where they decided to fuck up things as much as they possibly could. And virtually everyone on every corner of the internet or criticism or anything is slamming Secret Invasion for the way that it ended. Between Gaia getting every superpower known to man, between Rhodey's reveal, not just as a Skrull, but the fact that he's been a Skrull since Civil War, which then has completely fucked up a lot of things that we've seen happen in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It makes no sense to retroactively go back and do that, which means this Rhodey didn't do all these things. He also didn't see Tony die. He doesn't even know that Tony's dead, to be honest with you. And all of these emotional things you saw him go through mean absolutely nothing. Oh, by the way, not only was he a Skrull, it was a female Skrull. They decided to gender swap him for years and years as well. And now we're finding out that Kevin Feige is really the one that is most responsible for all this stuff. We know he's involved. We know he makes the decisions. But the showrunner for the series just came out and said, yeah, this massive fight, it was all Kevin Feige's idea. He told us what we had to do. He told us all superpowers were on the table. And this is what they ended up with the Gaia Super Skrull fight at the end of this thing. The audience, the critics, everyone is turned on this series, and it's a complete nightmare for them.
Everything that we have been saying about Marvel has happened. All of the people that said, oh, you guys are just, haters or clickbaiting and all of that. Now, again, we're always ahead of the curve. When Marvel is going in this direction, we're just telling you what has happened. And now all the mainstream outlets, the same mainstream outlets that were calling us toxic and racist for calling Marvel out for what they were doing, are now repeating everything that we have been saying, because they're lying, they're full of shit, and we are always ahead of the curve on this. If Marvel was to correct course, we would have told you, hey, they're doing good things, just like Guardians. I didn't tell you Marvel was correcting course. I said that movie was in isolation was really fucking good. And it really had nothing to do with the MCU overall. It really didn't tie to it. They've been moving in this direction for a while. And now, again, as I said earlier, even some of the normie YouTube channels that will just eat up Marvel and Disney stuff all day long, even they've turned on Secret Invasion right now. This is catastrophic. And they have done significant damage to the brand of Marvel. And I don't know how they can come back from this under the current regime that they have. I really don't see it.
They could use one of these multiverse things to do a full reboot. They could use the Deadpool movie to kill off the current existing Marvel Cinematic Universe. You know what they could do is if they wanted to go, because it's obviously going to be a meme, it's going to be a joke, right? They're going to be shitting on multiverse stuff. If in the Deadpool movie, they decide that they actually need to course correct, they kill off the current iteration of Marvel and basically in that introduce the X-Men and the Fantastic Four, and you start the like you basically reboot the MCU with those two teams as superheroes moving forward. I guess maybe you could fix it. There's no way they're doing that.
No, they're not.
At least in my mind, there's no way that they're going to do something like that. That could be your out. That could be a funny, cheeky way of doing it. Deadpool kills the MCU and you move forward. But I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, there is a realistic way, or I guess not even realistic. There's a hypothetical way they could do it. There's not a realistic way they would do it because they are so tied to the social justice propaganda and the identity politics and the people so it's not just about the narrative that they're pushing. It's about the people they've hired too. There ain't going to be no Elon Musk firing 90% of Twitter scenario that's going to happen. It's not like Marvel Disney's going to do that. Now you have seen Bob Iger's bringing in Tom Staggs, and who's the other guy he brought in? He's brought in these former kind of executives, which signals that Disney's in really bad shape. And what's really going to be funny is Bob Iger going to bring Michael Eisner back into the equation? Because that would be funny. That would be hilarious if you brought Michael Eisner. Michael Eisner might be the only person that can actually save Disney right now.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to change course anytime soon when it comes to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But now you've retroactively gone back and ruined stuff that people do enjoy when it comes to Rhodey. You've now created another, like the most powerful character in the Marvel Cinematic Universe just came up out of nowhere with Gaia. Absolutely nowhere. You've introduced this character that you can't ignore. Now, you have to acknowledge what you've just done by creating this person. It's just wild.
It is a complete and total disaster. And I, for one, am okay with that.